Okay, so here I am in the studio, as you can see, about to do some interviews, and guess what? I have the world's worst pimple on my forehead. If only I had a makeup artist or someone here that could help me get rid of it. Wait a minute. Napoleon Perdis? When did you get here?
Just a moment ago.
Okay, tell me, I've got a pimple on my forehead. How am I going to get rid of this?
Well, the first thing is to realise that it's not as bad as you think it is. Okay, because it really isn't.
Yes.
But the next thing is no moisturiser.
Okay.
Keep it fairly dry.
Mm-hmm.
Use a touch of concealer by dabbing on. You can do with your finger, just kind of like a little bit right there. I'm actually going to be. You've got some here, so let me kind of like.
Oh, going to do it for me.
Yeah.
Now, what about those old school things where people say put toothpaste on it and stuff like that?
Yeah, overnight your toothpaste actually does work.
Yeah.
I do like a bit of a toothpaste overnight.
Okay.
But the only thing about that is you've got to sleep where you don't try to toss around in bed.
Oh, otherwise you get toothpaste.
Otherwise,
on the
then,
pillow.
you get toothpaste on pillow.
You'll have a minty fresh pillow.
So now you've got some cotton buds here.
Yes.
I love that you've got the one Napoleon Perdis concealer and
Yes.
camera finish. So I'm going to take a little bit of the cotton bud here. Now notice how I'm just firstly going to start by just tapping that eye like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not blending because some people feel they've got to like blend it straight away. If you just give it a moment and just tap it the area and then go slightly wider because you want it then blending into the skin around, because by going slightly wider you're making it kind of mottle into the whole area and therefore won't. Now even without blending it you can just see how because I've gone wider that's just kind of allowing it to fuse slowly.
Right.
Now what I will do is I'm just going to start to just tap very, 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 very softly. And I'm going to ask you to use your finger to just slowly fuse it. But I'm tapping the outer edges first because the eye is actually absorbing. So we don't want to kind of like tap too much on the eye area because we want that to absorb as much of the color tone as possible. And we just want to kind of see it all work. In fabulous brows, by the way. So good, love that. Now, just very slightly with your middle finger, just tap very slightly, not too much.
Around.
Just around and make sure it's just nice and blended. And then on this side over here, just a touch. Yeah, okay, and just leave it like that for a moment. Now, then we can add more, but we can add more after powder as well. People think they've got to do everything before powder. But I'm going to take this Napoleon Perdis camera finish, which I love. Did they give you the right colour?
It's one of my favourites.
G4, that's your colour, which is good. So I'm going to take this, and now I'm going to start from around and slowly build in, right, like that. And I'm going to just kind of, again, blend it so that I'm getting a nice colour tone with you around, so it's all nice. And now I've gone a little bit stronger with the powder foundation because I just want to make sure it's set. And I'm going to give that a moment, then I'm actually going to blend that in, and you're almost done.
Can you be around every time I need someone to fix my pimples for me? That would be really good.
And then just
I know you're busy, but you know.
I'm around. Okay, and then I'm just going to turn it the sponge to the other side, and I'm now just going to remove any excess.
Oh, so you've turned the sponge over.
Just any excess, just so it kind of has a nice blend. And let's look how that's registering. Quite good, right?
Yeah, it's quite good.
No.
Look at that, almost
So-
gone. Amazing. There you go. If only everyone could have Napoleon Perdis doing their makeup for them every day. So the products that we used today were the Napoleon Perdis camera finish.
Yep, and the one concealer.
And the one concealer. 2 products, 1 pimple, gone.
Just look at this. Here, actually, it's got registers quite
Look at
good.
that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Napoleon.
You're welcome.
So another thing I've been doing for my beard maintenance is having laser beard sculpting, which basically means when I go to the barber and have my beard cut in, as you saw before, I then come and see the guys at Laser Clinics Australia, and they then laser that area.